नमस्ते बेटियों, खुश रहिए। आई JVWU Muskan Kumari from the Department of Science and Technology, and I'm working here as an assistant professor in JVWU University and the Faculty of Education and Mythology. So it's well known that to all of you, you are all are the students of BTech second semester, and your course name is Basic Introduction towards the Big Data and Hadoop, isn't it? So now today I will discuss the new session name. That session name is data mining and searching. This session is already I have discussed with you, but today I will discuss the data mining and stream, isn't it? So to make it an easy way to understanding you, I am just going to share some files which will help you to get it very easily, isn't it? So now I'm just going to share that one. Yes, here. This is the data mining and stream. So this is well known about your this terminology like data mining stream. Data mining is well known to you, isn't it? So now here the stream. What is the stream? Stream is the collection of anything, isn't it? You are thinking so like this, right? So this is exactly true that stream is the collection of some things, and for what here the collection of the data you can say like. Okay, so stream mining basically enables the analysis of massive quantities of your data, okay, in the real time using bounded resources. You have the bounded resources given, and also the suppose a time limitations is given to you, and you have given a massive information or the data through which you have to analyze and pick up the informative sessions and informative data from that skill. So what here? Imagine we are discussing with an example like imagine a factory with 500 sensors capturing the 10 kb of information every second. Isn't it a factory with 500 sensors? There is a factory in which 500 sensors are used in that factory, and they are capturing the 10 kb informations every second, isn't it? So in 1 hour is captured by 36 GB. Clear? You are please be careful. Listen here that one. There is a factory where 500 sensors are used, and each sensor capturing the 10 kb per second. So in 1 hour, how many will be happen? 36 GB. Isn't it? 36 GB. What information and 432 GB daily multiply by 7, so multiply by 24, so that is what per day, per day or daily. Yeah, it means 432 GB. Here this is the 10 kb. 10 kb is basically you should multiply this with converting it into the hour, isn't it? This is the per second is 1 minute, there is 60 seconds, isn't it? And in 1 hour also the 60 minutes, so 60 into 60 360, uh, 3 6 3600, isn't it? So and here is the 10 kb, and multiply this by, that is converted into the 36 GB, and after that this is the per hour, isn't it? And when you are converting it per day, multiply this by the 24, then this is the 432 GB per day. Okay, so this massive informations need to be analyzed in real life. So you have captured this amount of huge amount of data per day. So you have to analyze this data, and analyze this data in the real time or in the shortest time possibility to detect the irregularities and deviations in the system and quickly react. Okay, so stream mining enables to analyze. Stream mining, what happens? Stream mining enables you to analyze the large amount the real time and find out the small limited amount of data within a limited time, isn't it? Not the limited time, because here the during the analyzing the time what we were taken, that is the massive amount of the time, isn't it? Because you have the massive data, but whatever data you are going to be analyzed and pick up from retrieve from that one, so that data might be the small amount of data, isn't it? So this one, so in this introduction introduced stream mining, explaining the several techniques and the useful resources also. So what are that? See here. Data streams mining is the process of extracting the knowledge from the continuous rapid data records, because 432 GB per day data information is capturing by one sensor. This is not so small things, isn't it? So data mining is the process of extracting the knowledge from the information rapid data records, which comes to the system in a stream, which comes to the system in a stream. Stream in the sense comes in a massive amount of the data. Clear? So massive amount of the data. So a data stream is a ordered sequence of instances in time, and data stream mining fulfill the following characteristics. What type of characteristics? First is here continuous stream of data, and concept of drifting and volatile of the data. What does this mean? So, see here, the continuous stream of the data, high amount of data in an infinite stream. We don't know the entire data set. We don't know the entire data set. Concept drifting, the data changes or evolves over the time. Now, volatile of data, the system doesn't store the data received. System doesn't store the data received. Limited resources. When data is analyzed, it is discarded or the summarized. Clear? So now here this is the diagram which is shown to you, that DSMS, here the multiple streams of data is coming in the massive amounts, and here all the data are stored, and you are analyzing and finding the useful data from these ones and get that data, and that data is known as also the knowledge data. Clear? So database techniques is also here, that what you are using the some techniques like the using sampling. Sampling is the based on selecting the subset of the data and ununiformly distributed, which is uniformly distributed. And reservoir sampling, what fixed the size sample, fix the size of the sample, and this algorithm sample is subset with suppose subset m of data from the string. There is a string where the m is the subset of the data. After that, ith item chosen with probability, ith item is chosen with the probability like 1 by I, and if the ith item elements is already sampled, sampled, it's randomly replaced and sampled item. As suppose there is an and set of the data, and you have the ith item is chosen with the probability like the 1 by I, and if the ith item is already chosen, then it's randomly replaced with the sample data items what is the item, isn't it? Meanwhile, sampling is based on the assigning the random, suppose gamma in range 0 to 1, whatever the value of gamma is, between the 0 to 1, okay, to a subset of the sample m. And when the system retrieves m elements, we select the sample with the minimum gamma. So first is your sampling. We are using the sampling techniques. Next is the sketching techniques. Sketching techniques is what? This techniques is based on reducing the dimensionality of the data set. Sketching is based on performing a linear transformation of the data, delivering a summarizations of the streams, and C also count minimum sketch, isn't it? Count mean sketch. And third one is the approximation techniques. What is the approximation technique? These are based on the maintaining only the subset of the data and also discarding the previous data, isn't it? And this is also based on two sequence based and the timestamp based. What is the sequence based and what is the timestamp based? If we talk about this, so sequence based is that the size of the window depends on the number of the observation, and the window store gamma elements. When a new element arrives, the last element is removed from that places. And timestamp based is this is basically depends on the time that you have given a limited amount of time, and within that time you have analyzed that data from the massive amount of that data, and the window is bounded in the instant Tn. Tn is the timestamp, and the Tn plus 1 and holds the element received in this periods. In this periods, whatever the elements comes and the items comes, you are holding that all items and the data. Okay. So this is basically your data mining and streams, data mining streams. So I hope that you well understood this one. I'm just going to recall this one again in a less amount of time. So, just recalling this all the things in one second, within the lesson of the times is like what you well known about the data mining, isn't it? Data mining is well known to you, and the streams is well known to you. The techniques, whatever we are implemented over the database to get the fast and relevant data from that massive amount of the data, isn't it? And over that, we are implementing some techniques which is performing on the real time. Okay, so these all are the and mining techniques, that is known as the mining techniques. If you talk about the more about the mining techniques, then we can say within the list in sentences like what existing a huge range of algorithms like the classification algorithm, which we will discuss in the later. Classification algorithm, your regression algorithm, outliers and detections algorithm for work with a stream mining. These all are the algorithms which will work with the stream data mining streams, isn't it? It means a stream amount of data. They are working with this. These algorithms need to deal with concept of drift and huge quantities of data and limited resources. Some algorithm need pre-processing using the previous database techniques, isn't it? For instance, example of classification algorithm are naive-based algorithm in which we are predefined data is taking and that we are using the training data set, isn't it? Decision stumps and Hofting tree and many more. So, and various many more tools are also used for during the operations of these ones in the data mining in this massive amount of data, isn't it? So, on that we are using a tool that's name is MOA, that is the very popular open source framework, and which allows to work with the streams of the data, and also MOA develops the several of the techniques and the algorithms previously, which is mentioned. I have told it to you, isn't it? So we are using this all the things. Okay, so suppose all things is very clear to you, and in case if you have any problems regarding this, then please let me know your query regarding these sessions in the comment section box, and I will resolve your query in the next sessions. Okay, thank you.